Bam. How's it going, buddy? Just getting all set up here. Blasting my theme song. Hanging out on the old Watchtower. Oh, wait. Have you seen this yet? How you like my t-shirt? Rinfail, Intergalactic Planetary. Thanks, man. My buddy Ronaldo Moon made it for me. Felt like I needed a theme song, I guess. It's got that nice big 70s feel to it, you know? That Guardians of the Galaxy kind of thing. Yeah, I got my Renfield t-shirt on. Got my rock and roll haircut. The gang's all here.
Yes.
We got Andreja. We've got Lyria. She's lovely. I just call her Gilligan because she finds trouble wherever she goes. Sarah, sitting over here all being Sarah, I guess. Barrett, because you know Barrett's got to go with me to Shattered Space. And then we got Ghost, my little baby Terramorph. Well, that's where I got the idea for the shirt, you know, because Starfield had just came out, and one of my favorite tunes ever was Intergalactic Planet by the Beastie Boys. Well, one of my favorite hip-hop tunes, anyway.
Hey,
so, yeah.
What's the plan today?
What is the plan, Gilligan? I think the plan is we're going to do some Shattered Space, because there's some Xenos on Varun Kai that I want to tame and make my own.
Greetings and salutations.
What do you think, Barrett?
Soup.
You've got my attention, Captain.
Looks like you got something on your mind there, Barrett. What could it possibly be?
Do you have time to talk? I had a favor to ask.
Sure, man.
Thanks. This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now. So,
Yeah, no sweat, man.
been
Understand
pondering over
completely.
what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you.
Well, let's go get your power then, buddy.
Marvelous. I'm glad you're as gung-ho about this as I am. As it so happens, I've already talked to Vladimir. Seems our eye in the sky is back up and running. He sent me the coordinates for the temple already. We just have to visit.
Oh, Barrett. Did you just give me a quest that we can't skip? I suppose I've become cumbersome in this world. All right, pal. Let's go get your temple knocked out. Get you some superpowers. I know you're not going to feel right until you got those superpowers. So you're never going to let me hear the end of it either way.
Has been logged.
I know it has, Babs. I know it has. Yeah, no, we're good there. Watchtower intel we can take with us. Nobody's going to arrest us for having intel. So how you doing, Bam? How's Dune treating you today? You getting caught up to us?
Welcome home.
Good times, good times. Right. Pull out of here. Figure out exactly where Barrett wants us to go. Eridani 2. Sunny and delightful Eridani 2. Which I don't believe is actually sunny or delightful, but it's still Eridani 2, so I guess that's where we're going. Yeah, that was a pretty dirty trick. Good old Barrett. That's alright though, I love him dearly. Oh, would you guys give me a break already? Every time I jump into a new system, you're completely useless asses getting in my way. What does my guy? Oh, that's a Corvette. Yeah, choke on fire. Told you already, I'm not messing around with you, Watchtower goon. You guys are on my last nerve. Now we're talking. Man, you guys are something else, you know? Every system I fly into, every single one, they're always up my ass and trying to run me out of town. I don't understand it. One of these days I'm going to have to sit down and really take care of these guys. Because they're just in my way at this point. It's cramping my style. Yeah. I got a bunch of contraband. I know. Contraband is, back to life with the old Watchtower. But first we gotta take care of Barrett, because he's not gonna leave us alone. You like that? That is, Give me a second, I'll tell you exactly what it is. This ship is the Mad TH Tharkbang Mark1. Another streamer that I watch, Mad TH, Tommy, is a huge Xeno Master fan. And he had this ship made for him by another content creator who makes mods for Starfield as his base ship for his current playthrough. And he put it up on a big kind of overview and tour of the ship, and it's up for download on the Creation and possibly Nexus. Anyway, I thought, you know what, that beats the Frontier, and at this stage of this particular Unity run, I had a couple other ships, but I liked the way this one looked, so I went and got it and painted it in my own colors, and now I'm rocking it too. I left the name as a tribute to Tommy, Mr. Mad TH, but yeah, it's my main Xeno vessel, because this is a modded playthrough. This is all about things like Watchtower and McClarence Outfitters, Xeno Master, you know, the good stuff. And there's a lot of good stuff out there, and I've been away from the Starfield scene for, well, since Shattered Space came out last year. So I figured it was time to jump back in with both feet. Little rock and roll for you, hanging on the wall. Alright, there seems to be an issue with textures on this world. I see floating plants. Maybe it'll clear itself up after the landing animation.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting.
What's up, Bosco?
Dissatisfied with the results.
It's alright, buddy. You tried. What's important?
I got shotgun.
Well, I guess we probably didn't really need the jump car for that short trip, but you know what? Always fun to get into my Hot Rod Lincoln and tear it up. with Barrett riding shotgun. Yo, 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 the Xeno Master himself. How's it going, man? Thanks for putting me on your second screen. I know you're streaming yourself, so I sure appreciate that. I got you on my second screen. See how that works? Sharing the love. Man, I love the DIY modding community in Bethesda games, especially Fallout and Starfield. Not gonna lie. Thorgan Ironside. The man, the myth, the legend. How are you tonight, sir? I'm on your phone as well. Damn it, I feel like I need a new theme song now. Maybe hanging on the telephone? Or 867-5309? Yeah, something in that neighborhood anyway. Some kind of telephone thing. We're getting Barrett superpowers because he asked nicely and because he's my brother from another mother, and I figured why not? He's the only person in Constellation who has any interest at all whatsoever in getting his own superpowers. Which kind of blows my mind, to be honest with you, because I'm thinking, what are you in Constellation for again? I thought you were all about exploring the unknown. There it is. So rather than dwell on the negative, we're going to accentuate the positive. And get Barrett some superpowers. Hey, Lost, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I hope you have a killer night. If you're streaming, I hope your stream is wildly successful. Thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate it. All right, Barrett. This is your call, bud. Slide on in here with me. Watch this. We're about to get powered up. There you go. Whoa. Cool. Put them in the Iron Maiden. Excellent. Kill them. Bogus. Hey, look at you.
This is Barrett. Returning your call.
What in the... Who in the... Whoa. Hello, handsome. You got to be joking. Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Skipping the initial shock of it all. Agreed. Not worth it. Forming a hypothesis.
All right. Who's the evil one? I love it.
You know, my captain asked the same thing. Different captain, though. So you aren't an exact facsimile. From my readings, you don't have your appendix, and you're a quarter of a centimeter taller than me. Minor differences, but fascinating. I wonder what else is different. Molecular binary schism? Temporal twinning? Group hallucination? Don't forget the fluctuations in the energy patterns, which align almost deterministically. Harmonized vibrations distorting some mechanical barrier between neighboring universes? Impossible to know with such a minute subset of readings. We need more data. Obviously.
There's some Star Trek technobabble for you. Oh, man. Welcome aboard.
Whoa there. Sustaining this connection requires a lot of concentration. Is this permanent? You will eventually monitor the energy fluctuations and agree. But no, this is unusual. I could study this forever. Irvin told me to just enjoy it and collect data on the side for later. And I'm glad I did. Irvin? with you. He's okay?
Yeah, buddy.
By the tone of your voice,
Some universes,
I'm
Urban's
gathering
still
some
with
things
us.
in our lives might be a bit different. Is he happy? Yes, he is. Our daughter pilots the ship after Vasco was destroyed. But otherwise, we've survived the war well. Going on 20 years now. But we're starting to turn the tide. And imagine all of the variations. It's endless. I have so many questions. I wonder how many paths I've taken. We've taken. How many variations. How many ended with heartache and how many with joy. I think about that all the time. Wait.
Only Loki knows.
What's that noise?
Seeing as how
Starfield
he's
ship.
in charge of holding the multiverse together at this point. Barrett, get ready for a bite.
We can handle this. On it.
Ah, well, if it isn't a couple of dickheads. Is that it? You guys already take care of them? So much for hard settings. Come on, Ghost. Oh no, Ghost charmed another
we're
Xeno.
good.
That's great. Always a little bit of chaos with the old Xeno Master. Good Ghost. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Alright. Anyway.
Something happened. I can't hold on to you. I'm struggling. Being pulled through the barrier. This is probably it, friend. Mom and son, cherish every moment with them.
I already do, my friend. I promise.
Aww.
So look, for the record, I am the same Barrett that came here with you. For sure. I think.
Sounds like something an evil Barrett would say, though. I gotta be honest.
Is the ship my secret lair, then? I guess? I would have preferred something with more seating. And maybe a fireplace. Something cozy. Oh well. Hey, at least I didn't pull an army of knees out of thin air, right? Imagine that.
Did you try?
Kinda. I mean, here's the thing. It's pretty exhausting in a way that's hard to describe. A second one of me seems, well, frankly, it seems like it would kill me. But yes, I tried. Briefly. Then I stopped when I realized how impossible it would be. Makes me tired just thinking about it.
Sinistar! Thanks so much for stopping by. That's awesome. I appreciate that like and share. Mr. Will's Petting Zoo and Garden. Hello, sir. Welcome to Starfield. Love Barrett style.
True. How would I stand out in a crowd made entirely of myself anyway? Anyway, it's a
Good
relief,
point.
you know? I have this ability, this power.
A little bit hard to stand out in a crowd of yourself.
Me. Just regular Barrett. And I already feel like it's subsiding. I no longer feel like I'm in a huge crowd.
Can you still use it?
Yes, though it takes a lot of concentration. If I do it a lot, I bet I'd give myself a headache. From myself. On my own migraine. I thought so too. Other me, other Barrett, seemed like he was able to handle himself well in that fight. Anyway, we'll we'll see.
Well, he's been at war for
If the
20
other
years,
thing
man.
gets in the way, I can just release him or stop using the power entirely. For now, I just need to use this power a bit and digest what all has happened. That's pretty exhausting, really. So I might only do it when I feel like we could use backup. For now, anyway.
Sounds good to me, buddy. We've completed Worlds Apart. We can get back to the ship. We can proceed on to Varun Kai for some Xeno hunting. Now, where did I park that damn ship? I know it was close. There it is. Ooh, watch that landing. Guess that's why we have insurance. I'm gonna get a groat. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get a groat. And I'm bringing Barrett with me because I keep mentioning to people that Barrett is the only companion with unique interactions on Varun Kai, because he also has touched an artifact. And I'm not saying people don't believe me, but they're always so surprised. I feel like I might as well highlight it. Oh, come on. I just fought you guys up here. Now you're just being ridiculous. I have to write a sternly worded letter to your supervisor. Y'all are a pain in my ass. Have a nice day. You bastards. Yeah, I gotta get a groat. And then I figured tomorrow... Well, it depends on how long it takes me to get to the station, I guess. But the next thing I'm going after is an Achilles. Because I watched your video. And gotta have one of those, too. It's just mandatory. In a way, it is kind of Barrett's fault. I mean, he started it. He was the first one of the Constellation crew to pull an artifact out of bedrock. But I don't hold it against him. Good adventurers are hard to find, so... And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a Bethesda protagonist. I need good adventures. I need that. People are always asking, like, will you help me? And I'm like, of course I will. That's how I get XP. Okay, where are we? There's Alpha Centauri. All right, all right, all right. And there is Piazzi. Gotta drop off these contraband real quick. Fortunately, I believe the Oracle is in the same star system, so it all works out. Oh, I just gotta have Achilles because I just love the idea of him. I'm also just cantankerous enough that I love that all four of the base game companions are like, you should have used the virus we were making. You should have used the you shouldn't have used the Achilles. That seems dangerous and reckless. And it's like, are you serious? How is creating a pro-virus that specifically targets the DNA of terramorphs a better idea than just introducing or reintroducing a species that naturally hunts them? Who wrote this? Ronaldo Moon. I started off the stream tonight, Ronaldo, with your song. So thank you again, sir. It was beautiful. And I shall probably end on it, too.
Welcome to Stardock.
All right, Barrett, you ready to roll? You ready to go? Yes, I have played Cyberpunk 2077. In fact, right after Phantom Liberty came out and Rinbale was doing his big video for newbies that Melissa, my girlfriend, requested. Actually, I think she was the one that put the bug in his ear. I went ahead and played through the 2 versions of the ending that I had not played through, and then played through all the Phantom Liberty versions, including the one that most people are not terribly fond of. But I found it poignant and somewhat fitting for that setting. So you updated some of the creations mods and your load order got wrecked? How so? What does that mean? What do you mean wrecked? But yeah, if they release new DLC for Cyberpunk, I'm going back and playing that again too, because that is a fantastic single-player game, especially with mods. The modding scene in Cyberpunk is hot, hot, hot. Or at least it was when Phantom Liberty came out. I don't know about now, but I haven't really kept up. But I'm sure it's kicking. Guess they're not going to let me listen to the pre-recorded message twice, huh? Yeah, that's cool, Thorgan. I mean, you know, maybe it was just the mood you were in, time of the year. Trees were changing to fall colors. I mean, any number of things will happen to make you bounce off a game. I'll tell you a little secret. Kind of bounced off Fallout 4 the first time I tried it. Then about 3 weeks later, my youngest, Zach, was playing it, and I looked over his shoulder, and I saw that he had this amazing base built at the Red Rocket. And I was like, what is this? And he was like, this is Fallout 4. And I'm like, well, I got to get back to this. And the rest is 5,000 hours of history. Well, closer to 5,700 hours at this point, but you know, that's quibbling. So it is entirely possible that you could try it again under the right circumstances, especially with the right mods, and fall in love with it, and it could become one of your favorite games. You never know. Oh,
I
recon
try to
stem.
tolerate the extreme cold, but it is hard.
Barrett, are you going to complain about the cold the whole time we're in this ship? We better get through this as quickly as possible. I love you dearly, but I can't handle the chronic complaining. Despite the fact that you can play Cyberpunk 2077 with mods, I will say that it is a very different game than Bethesda games. And if you're like me and you really vibrate and resonate with Bethesda games, it's not surprising that, you know, your initial reaction to it may have been somewhat less than 100% enthusiastic. It's a very linear story, especially the first act. It really opens up after that, but it's still a very linear story.
I got nothing.
I need to switch weapons. This 0G thing is not going to serve me well, I don't think. Still invisible. Check out my Nova Strike, guys. Oh, man. There's a reason why Bethesda makes great memes. And it's that right there. From an official creation, a gun that about half the time just turns invisible, and the other half of the time you fire 5 shots with it and then you can never reload. It's unfortunate because it's a pretty kick-ass sniper rifle. Oh, you know what? When in Rome, let's do as the Romans do. Really? Where did you hear that from? Yeah, it's an air gun. The Invisalign guns. Jesus. It's so true, too. Oh. Here. Have some physics. Ooh, baby. Feeling a little malnourished. Might have to eat something. I don't know. Drink a boom pop. Have myself Chunks cheesesteak. Breakfast of champagnes. Okay. It took one fight and you called in your double? I guess that's when it's your only power, right? Is that what's broken in your game? All your guns are invisible?
My mind turns against me. I must return to engineering and make one last attempt to restore the power.
You know what? Here's the good news, though. You can jump unities. That might fix your problem for you. You might have to delete the offending mod until it gets another update. So it might take a little trial and error. And there's always the Wasteland, Thorgan. I'm not trying to run missions. Not exactly the end of the world. I mean, Fallout's the end of the world, but... Barrett, what gun are you using? Why are you constantly pointing a laser at my eyes? That doesn't ever forget. Is there a key down here I didn't get? I only did this once when it launched, so I don't remember exactly how to get through here, but I didn't have any problems then, and I was only like level 239. I don't imagine I'll have any problems now either. Wait, no, you're showing me some... you're showing me some bullshit. I don't want to get back on my ship. Look at little ghost. He's a baby. Who's a baby? He's a baby. Oh, rendering issues, random parts of the world, random CTD. Oof. I'm sorry, buddy. That, I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, a showstopper for sure. I'm sure there's some troubleshooting and probably work it out, but those kind of bugs are just a pain in the ass. Oh, so it's getting worse as you play? Something's falling apart on the backside. Yeah, it sounds like you're gonna have to commit yourself to some troubleshooting. That sucks. Pretty not running the body slide and outfit studio through Mod Organizer 2 or Vortex, whichever one he's using. I've seen that problem happen often enough. But yours could be any number of different things. Of course, you know which mods you updated recently, so...
Don't think so. I was wondering if this was going to happen.
You could... You know... Root analysis troubleshooting, as we used to call it at the phone company. I thought I told you to relax, sir. You need to chill. Morgan, you didn't take a year off from Starfield. Can you please tell me why I have a constant quest objective back at my ship? I have none of the other quests highlit. So there should literally be no reason why I'm getting a...
Research. I feel the source came from the city itself. It triggered our graph drive and jumped the Oracle to an unknown location. We thought members of the crew were somehow lost in the jump. But later...
You guys, I'm just a musician, writer, stream in a row, but the second stream where I'm getting complaints about this in like a week. I don't have any quest selected except for the one I'm working on, and yet I'm getting a marker back at the door to my ship. So I'm not sure why. Settings wise in Streamlabs, I'm using rate 4500, high quality, 2 passes, GPU, blah blah blah. I mean, everything looks pretty normal. But this is the second time in a week that I've been getting complaints of having buffering going on. Yeah, it's not so much that they're stupid. It's more a question of no matter what quest I have toggled to mark as my current objective, it's always showing me, if I'm indoors somewhere, a marker back to my spaceship. Like it's going, hey, there's 20 other quests on the other side of this door. If you just get in your ship and choose one of those and fly there, you could do those. And I don't know why anyone would want something like that, because when you have 2 markers in opposite directions in a dungeon, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of not having to open up a map. You know what I mean? But to answer your question, as it currently stands, I am only working on what remains. Actually, I didn't have... When I boarded the Oracle, it undid my, because it changed the quest. Okay, we need an ID card. And I'm not really sure what to do about the buffering thing, guys. I'm going to have to get with someone a lot smarter than I am, who knows about this kind of stuff a lot more than I do. And that's Rentvale, and he's a very busy man, so... hopefully this week we can get it resolved, and if it gets too bad, we'll just call it and go watch Ghost Rider. I'm watching Ghost Rider on my phone right down below my screen anyway, so. I hate to miss a scheduled night, you know, I made a promise to myself, but if it's a poor experience for everyone, I don't want to put that out into the world, you know what I mean? Who are you? Whoever you are, you're not aggro, so. guys. Well, hello, Bats Vixen.
You're welcome, everyone.
Good to see ya. How you doing tonight, huh? Little 0G for you. Well, this is just a delightful turn of events. Ooh, treasure. I like treasure. I'm all about that treasure. I'm not a pirate, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night, so... There's a control room. Do I need to move some boxes around? What's up, Ghost? Hop out of my way for a second. I might need to move some stuff around here. This might be one of them there puzzle thingamajigs. Looks like a puzzle. Well, I tell you what, 5 is my favorite number. No? Right, I hear you. 3 is where the marker is. Kinda. I'll say 5's all jammed up. Typical. Take that cobalt. Yes, I will, and I won't complain even a little bit. I'm doing good. Watched a movie tonight for the first time in a while. I wanted to rewatch the second Dune, the new ones that are out. So we had dinner and set aside some time for that. And then it's back into the old Starfield. What's going on in Vixieland? Anything good? Anything exciting? You guys, Bats Vixen just hit 5,000 subscribers. And it is my fondest wish that she very rapidly gets to 6,000. So if you haven't subscribed already, you really should. It's good stuff. Something terrible has happened. While I remain analytic in my logs, I find myself terrified for all of us aboard the Oracle. We've lost so many already. We've no time to prepare. How could we when our very friends and co-workers turn on us in an instant? If even we had the proper time to react, how would we bring ourselves to kill those same people? It's a terrific question that's haunted humanity throughout the ages, sir. Oh, the Oracle's jumped again, spurring a second wave of transformations. We're losing too many too quickly. And what if the station continues to jump? Corin and I tried to reach the operations center to see if we could regain control of the station, but it's overrun with aggressive phantoms. Corin did not survive. May the serpent embrace him. Yes. Starting to get a picture of what may have happened here. Seems like these religious fanatics ran into a little bit of trouble with their transmission. You gotta watch them, Barrett. They teleport and stuff. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Personally, I think it's a damn good use of that old subscription button. I don't mind spreading the good news. Alright, so we may have found a key Let's go see if it works. Oh, what's happening now? Oh, no, 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 no. Choke on fire, pal. Get him, Barrett. That'll learn you. Nice. Thanks, Bam. That's awesome. Bass does all kinds of great stuff. Bass plays Dune with, actually, Bax is the co-captain / officer in the guild you're in. Bax, meet Bam. Bam's one of our newer members. Just joined day before yesterday, I think, or maybe a couple days before that. I don't know. Hard for me to remember. But definitely a guildie on Dune. So there you go. Bax is the other officer in the guild. And on Thursday nights, we do this thing called Play With Us, where anybody who is in the guild and who wants to, especially people who are viewing or watching or whatever, can join in on the fun, and we can do stuff together. And if we don't have anybody, because the first couple weeks we really didn't, then we go ahead and just do whatever. But we're getting to the point now where we have assault ornithopters built, and we're kind of ready to stick our toes into the deep desert a little bit. Of course, the PvP ships over by the radiation zone in Sheol. All kinds of fun stuff. Yes, Bats will be the Harkonnen guild leader, whereas I'm Betraydes, and I'm going to betray the Harkonnens for the Atreides so that we have both guilds up and running. Yeah, it's a plan. It's a semblance of a plan. And, you know, hopefully we can make it work. I think the fact that we are in close contact will make, you know, running the guild as basically a large multi-faction entity as seamless as is possible in a game like this where it's designed to have these factions. So we should still be able to do deep desert stuff and, you know, all that kind of thing through Discord channels and whatever it takes. But we'll get there when we get there. In the meantime, play with us Thursday nights, 6 Eastern to, I believe, 11? 4 to 9 Mountain. And generally speaking, we both stream it. But catch us on one, catch us on both, or just join in the fun. Betraydes. Yes. You like that? I thought it was a tiny bit clever. You know, it's not like the most clever thing I ever said, but it's up there. House Betraydes. Secondary power coil has been ejected. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, that worked, and I didn't even read the extra warning at the bottom.
One of the power cells is lodged in the last chunk. The gravity. Restoring the gravity and pull the cell into place. If I can get to the control room, if I can... No! They're coming!
Who's coming? Oh, damn. These fools didn't think I was going to bring a Terramorph with me. They thought wrong. And that's what they get for messing with us. Alright, so I gotta figure out a way to get in there. This looks like an open door. What is this gunk? I don't remember. I think if you touch it, you die. Thorgan would know. That is the stabby hero that we need in our lives. I know I definitely use Bats as an inspiration for more legendary stabbing action. Wait, that came out entirely wrong. Probably partially on purpose, but never mind that. Well, it's all good. We're going to be doing weekend stuff soon enough. You know, hopefully we'll get all that worked out. So it shouldn't be too long. Rinpel's already agitating for some weekend adventures. I think he did one today, pulled in 3 or 4 guild members to help him out, or help each other out rather. And they went to the deep desert and did some testing stations. I thought it was super hilarious, by the way, that a guy came into the chat that I didn't recognize the name, and he may have meant well, you know, but he was like, "You're going to need tier 6 gear if you're going after those testing stations." And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Tier 6 gear to farm the materials needed to make tier 6 gear? Something tells me a group's going to be A-okay. Sure enough, they were fine, for the most part. I don't like playing it safe in video games, to be perfectly honest with you. That's why I play survival and Fallout, and generally the hardest possible settings I can play in this one. Although we've had to turn down starship combat thanks to King Gat's Watchtower. Because he kind of over-engineered that one. Or at least that's the way it is in my save. Who knows? Probably has nothing to do with Watchtower. Yeah, well, my other alternative was a pure, a standard rifle, which was dashing me around the 0G here even worse than the Varun gun, so... It's not working, bro, because you're a ghost.
Warning. Gravity procedure.
Oh, no, get down towards the floor. I don't want to fall on my ass. You Bugs Bunny shit.
Restoring gravity in 3, 2, 1.
There we go. A little gravity for you. Hey, Jeremy. How's it going, bud? Hey, Ronaldo Moon, do you have Jeremy on your friends list? If you're still there? Because I thought you could use, not use, but I thought you could invite Jeremy as a beta tester to the Discord server you're working on. And then Jeremy could see exactly when I was going live, because I obviously never remember to go and, like, tell anybody. I just follow the schedule. Oh, no, it's bad, it's all bad. It's way bad. Oh, my God. I'm such a clown. Don't I have to be way up here somewhere? Okay, no. It's still bad. Still all bad. It's a long way to fall, especially if it's in the wrong direction. Oh, don't tell me. Is this the path back to... It is. Son of a gun. I was chasing a ghost trace of a quest that doesn't really exist. Thanks, Todd. You're exhausted. You feeling okay, bud?
Power cell connected. Report operations for system.
All right, Amundsen. We're going to operations to reboot the whole damn system. What do you think, buddy? Bad idea. Bad idea. My jump pack sucks. Okay. It's not the way we wanted to go. And now we are committed. Or we should be committed. Well, I don't like this one little bit. And whose idea was it to have all these open flames on a spaceship? That seems, like OSHA would want a word. Ah, it's another dead end. Barrett? We may have hurt our chances here terribly. Although if I know Todd, and I do know Todd, he left us a back door. Some way to get where we're going. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that, Jeremy. God, dude. You be whatever self you want to be. You ain't gotta bring nothing to impress me, my friend. I just want you to feel better, because that's sounds horrible. How are we gonna get up there? There's gotta be a way. Oh, staircase. Well, I think we found it. Got a quick strike? Alright, I'll take it. Take it. Now, Barrett, how'd you get up here in front of me? That's some Bethesda magic there. Your pathing took you straight to where we needed to be, and then you ran back. Not sure that was such a great idea, but I appreciate the company. You'll have that alert box set up as soon as you set admin perms for that owner role? Are you serious? Like, making you an owner wasn't admin perms enough for Discord? I'm sorry, dude. If you sent me a message on that and I missed it, I apologize. Sometimes I get tunnel vision and just click on your next song.
The vortex phantoms. Where did they go? Something is wrong.
I will make sure I do that after the stream, Ron. And then we can get Jeremy an invite. Hey, you know what I want you to do, Ron? Seriously. I want you to make a channel just for Jeremy to post his stickers and memes and stuff, because he's on the lookout for good Fallout and Starfield memes for me, because he's on some of the socials that I am not. And I know he loves to collect them, so if you'll make a channel where he could post them, that would be terrific. I would love that. Right on, man. Thank you. Are you an enemy or not? I guess not. Okay. Fine. Still need a key. We're kind of speed running the old ship here so we can get Barrett to Varun Kai. There it is. There's the key I was looking for. So we can see Barrett's unique interaction that no other companion has. Arcane. Hello, sir. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Taking Barrett to Varun Kai.
Mainframe reboot initiated. Commencing protocol.
It's like an old Unix machine right here. You can shoot a hole through it with a laser rifle and it still fires up and works.
All major systems on standby. Mainframe reboot completed. Warning. Station jump procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety.
Are you serious? With all this junk all over the place, stuff's gonna go flying, we're all gonna get hit in the head, it's gonna be... Shield me, Barrett. Was that it? Well, I don't know, that seems, I don't know why that thing is there, or it has a quest marker. That is so bizarre. You know, here's the thing, Thorgan, if you're still out there somewhere. I upgraded all of the creations mods today as well. So if this guy is an indication that there is a problem, I am seeing the beginnings of a problem. I do not remember a quest NPC that completely ignores you and doesn't have a name. Wait for the mainframe to reboot. Kill the vortex phantoms. Find Sarek's logs. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we can run around and... Inaccessible? Alright. Not sure what you're asking me to do then. See, that's what happens when you use a grab bubble to try to open up a door to the multiverse. Bad stuff. You think it's broken? Yeah, I only played it the one time. So I don't remember exactly, but it sure definitely seems broken, huh? Can I access this computer again? Yeah, it's initiated. Nothing happened. We didn't jump. And I've got a anomaly phantom.
You do not belong here.
Jump in 3, 2, 1. Execute.
Something just happened.
Station lockdown released. Initiating data transfer.
Okay, well, whatever it was, it appeared to have resolved itself by
Incoming transmission.
clicking on the computer again.
Oracle Station. We've received your transmission. Your orders are to send a representative down here immediately. It appears we have much to discuss.
If only Sirac would have held out a little longer.
Yeah. It's a real shame, Barrett. Anyway, we've come this far. Let's see it through. Any more buffering, guys? Weird trans-dimensional YouTube buffering?
It was Counselor. With due respect, we have not had unannounced visitors here in generations. It is a clear breach of security.
I do not disagree.
Is it now?
Must acknowledge is curious. And perhaps our
I don't seem to have any way to ban that person from my... Oh, that's interesting. Never got a bot trying to sell me viewers on Twitch